Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit for all of us who are on this journey to love and to reunite with our divine vibrational matches in this lifetime. And today I'm going to pull a Work Your Light Oracle card to give us guidance as what we need to do to work our light. And I have, it's so funny, isn't it, when you hit that age, you basically get, like, I was doing exercise yesterday, doing like shuttle runs and then touching the floor, and I just felt myself touch the floor and a twinge in my back went, and so I had to basically almost crawl on all fours to get to do this video. I mean, it's just sign of the times, man. No longer to just pop back up again when you get it, you know. So it's just really made me think it has to value our bodies. So thank you for, you know, for every day just carrying us around, because when you get, you know, like when I'm sure all of us have put our backs out at one point or other, but it just really does make you think, oh my God, it is really, really a nightmare. Yeah, so today it's all about working our light, what we need to do to help us, and you know, to trust that everything happens for a reason. So I was like, okay, I know this is happening for a reason, but I kind of really would like to get on and like go for a walk. But anyway, never mind, it's not happening today. So Work Your Light Oracle. Which one do we need today? What is the message of the Work Your Light card? And it is this. Oh, the ever unfolding rose, which basically is saying it's happening for you, not to you. And so when I was doing, I did, so one of the things that I did a quick body, so I'm rambling. Okay, let me start again. So I did a QHHT course, which is the quantum healing hypnosis technique by, what's her name? Oh, God, my brain is a real fuddle this morning. Anyway, you probably know who it is. The American lady. And one of the things that it teaches you to do is do a body scan. And so as soon as I did the body scan on myself, I see at the base of my back, it was like a tool. I can't think what the name of it is. A spanner, that's it. I see a spanner, and I don't know, maybe there's going to be some sort of meaning that comes out about that soon, but at the moment I don't know what it is. I'm like, okay, got to tighten the bolts or something. So yeah, so it was just, anyway, so just to know that, because I was like, okay, why is this happening? Because I kind of really wanted to get on, and I'd got some new weights, and I was really looking forward to like doing it. And then it's like, oh, okay, well now I can't do that because I need to crawl everywhere. So it's like, okay, the ever unfolding rose. So this is the message for today. And so it is just to remember that whatever happens is happening for our own good, even though we don't feel it. And so how that manifests in all kinds of different ways. And so just trust, you know, that whatever's happening for you, if you have been incapacitated by any means, then it's happening for a reason. It's happening for you. So cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it, to let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold and to let life crack you open. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing. To open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that breaks you down and cracks you open, because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap your... Sorry, it's just making me laugh because my mum just had to rub all this like cream into my lower back, and I just thought, and like literally like a baby. So, and it was just really funny. So yeah, now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. Oh, ridiculous. The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay, so let it crack you open. There you go. So the rose, and this is on page 24. So I will read letter 24. That's just really, really amused me because I was thinking, I feel like a baby having my mum. My mum rub stuff on me again. 24 is this. I'm just going to share the love vibration. I mean, the love mantra to raise our love vibration. And it is, as my love vibration rises, so do the miracles in my life. As my love vibration rises, so do the miracles in my life. And that is the same as all of the, I always do it 3 times. As my love vibration rises, so do the miracles in my life, because we want the third energy with us always to help us, the Trinity. So, and here, 24, the magic one. Magic is the inspiration of my soul. So magic is the inspiration of my soul, and magic is the inspiration of my soul. So that's these, the Magic Mantra book and the Love Mantra book. Amazing. Because they just lift and shift your vibration. And mantras, I'm a massive advocate for mantras, because they really do like completely create your, they create your magnetic zone that you live, that you're creating on a daily basis. And so the more that you say your mantras, the more you like create that magnetic field around you to draw in everything to you. So you're like a walking, talking little magnetic, walking, talking, beaming body of light. And so always, I love them. So, which is why I can see that I'm guided to do these books, right? Because that's one of the things that I really did an awful lot. Well, I still do an awful lot of, basically when I'm walking, I mentally walk onto a golden path or a rainbow path, or, and as I'm walking, I'm releasing, bricks of black crap, basically, that I no longer need. And just do it all the time, because the more you do it, the more you lift and shift your vibration, the more it just comes completely naturally. So look, I've got a money one as well, and the money one is, hello universal flow of abundance. Today I'm going to play with you all day, because the more playful you are in your vibration, again, it's high vibrational. So the more playful you are, the more kind of like, you can just feel it in your own body. The more kind of like upbeat and kind of like pumped and like, yes, you are, then that is literally, you're giving off that vibration. So the universe is like, yeah, she's fun. I'm going to play with her or him or, whoever. It doesn't matter about that. Obviously doesn't matter about the sex. So that's the message today. The message is all about saying that whatever's going on in your life, just trust that it's happening for you to grow, and always put in the intent to be on your highest and best path, and then trust that whatever comes your way, it's for your good. So 24, I'm going to read letter 24 from book 1 from my Divine Love Letter books. So all channeled letters that I do from you gorgeous people, between your twins and your higher selves, and it's this way that we get messages to help us stay on track. Because the other thing to remember is that we all signed up as a soul contract, to come together at this time in this physical experience to ground these connections into the physical. And so if you are drawn to my channel, then that's, the likelihood is that we are part of the same soul group. And that same soul group, that's why, you resonate with my messages. And there's the reason why you might be drawn to come to me is because we've agreed it. That's part of our soul contract with each other as well. So, this is book one. So it is a wow, wow, wow. You are on my mind all the time. A crazy amount. I keep walking through scenarios in my head, like make-believing our life together. And what if we moved into my place together? All of these thoughts going through my head continuously. You just need to know that the plan is formulating. The pieces are coming together. You don't need to worry. The choices are all you. All roads lead to love. All roads lead to you. I know this is where my heart is leading me. Our hearts together are leading us both home. Remember, 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 we have this. Love is us. Oh. There's something about as well. Remember, remember, remember the 5th of November. And the 5th of November in the UK is a night called Bonfire Night. And the history behind bonfire, and it's like historically when you have fireworks and a bonfire. And the reason why it is because the Guy Fawkes, who is tried to blow up basically the Houses of Parliament, which is, the establishment, the government. And so it's always like really symbolic, because these connections are all about breaking down sort of boundaries and new ways of being and social norms and all of that. And so once I went to a psychic who actually is somebody that my mum used to go to. And so I went to him, and the last thing I said to him, is I just asked him, I was like, does Spirit have any special message for me? And he said, remember, remember, remember the 5th of November. And so at that second, like, he didn't know why but that was so significant for me, because I was like, at that point, I knew that he was talking about my twin, because that is so significant. Because the first night that I met my twin, it was not November, it was in October actually. And there was, as I got out the car before I met him, but as I got out the car, it was so like bizarre circumstances. I get out the car and there was a massive firework that went off in the sky, and I looked up and it was a firework in a red heart. And I just thought, that's so weird, because it wasn't November, it wasn't firework night at all. And it was just like this one firework that went off, and then that was it. A red heart almost above the pub that I was going to meet him at, and which the pub was called The Rose. Just bizarre, like all of the amazing sort of like, connections and everything that then you realise, and you're like, oh my goodness, yeah, of course, it was all written in the stars, and it's all like, like the spirit making it happen, and you just think, how does that all happen? It's just wild. Anyway, so the reason why I say that is that I had an email from somebody saying about, is it possible, I think that, like, these twin connections, it doesn't really matter about age, about sex, about status, about country, about anything, because it's only about vibration. So it doesn't matter if you're 40 years older than your twin, or they're 40 years younger than you, or any of those kinds of things, or they're super famous and you're just little old Joe like me. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter about that. It's all about vibration. And and that's the thing that is like that. Remember, remember, remember the 5th of November. It's kind of like breaking down, blowing up everything that we have previously thought about relationships, because it's all, all of that was just built on, well, frankly, nonsense, right? I mean, like, how did we even create these, like, ways that we live our life, and the political rules and all this stuff? So, Yeah. So it's about that's what these connections are. Um, it's just about smashing through all of that old ways of being and just wanting to be with someone because it feels good and you love them because you love them, not about their money or not about their status or not about what they bring, what they come with. It's just like you love them because with them you feel lit up. So, letter 24, book. Oh, have I done book 2? I can't remember. So I'll do book 2, letter 24. You are a radiant beauty. You radiate and emanate love out of every part of you. Every pore of your body breathes your souls, and I am so ready to breathe all of you in. I want our souls to drown in each other's bodies, to experience the bliss of having our souls back together and able to touch each other through these physical bodies that we have chosen to gain the most pleasure out of this experience. Believe me when I say we chose all of it, all of us, exactly how we look, what our union will look like, what our life will be like together. You must understand we chose our destiny. Our destiny is written in our hearts, and we are finding our way back to each other through our hearts. Oh, it's good, isn't it? 24, last one, book 3. So, all of your thoughts, feelings are my thoughts and feelings. Think of our energy like a seesaw. When we are both feeling at peace at living in our hearts, then we are both balancing equally on the seesaw. But when we let fear and doubts creep in, we send each other up and down. Always think of the seesaw and know that to keep us in balance, to keep us on our union trail, then keep focusing and living in your heart. Our hearts are our home. Our hearts are our map back to our home. And look what's right in front of me on the desk. The seesaw. It's saying we need each other. And this is like our soul group, right? This is like everyone that, like, we all need each other as a collective energy, because the awareness of what we're doing, the sharing of stories, the sharing of, like I share on this channel, the sharing of healing that's come through, the sharing of guidance in the letters, all of these things, that's all part of the plan. Because we need that in order to balance the energies collectively, and then we each take our individual piece of that. So I've just noticed that this is number 63 at the back of this card, and I've already seen 63 so many times this morning. So I'm just going to read letter 63 from book 3. Oh my God. From book 3. My angelic rose. The love of my life, the lifeblood that flows through my veins and warms my heart. Until you, I had no idea what true love meant. Until you, I really had no idea what love meant. But with you, it was like a light going off inside of me, suddenly switching on all my love senses. And suddenly I knew what had been eluding me for so long. I now know what love is. You are love. You bring love to my life. I adore you. Oh my God, and we go right back to the rose. Oh, it's a wild and crazy world, isn't it? So there we go, back to the rose. Just remember that whatever's happening for you today is happening for you, not to you. Trust in your path, trust in your connection with your twin. The main thing is trust in your intuition, because quite frankly, that's all we have. And the more that you nurture your intuition, the more you really, really believe in, what your heart is telling you, the more that you are able to navigate through energies much, much quicker. So I really hope that helps. If you would like to have a healing, a reading, a channeling for yourself, or to get any of my books, then please do. All details are in the description box against this video. But in the meantime, I hope you stay well, stay bright, and stay switched on to the light. See ya. Bye.